The power of attitude is one of the most important elements that shape the course of our lives. It's the invisible force that dictates how we respond to challenges, interact with others, and approach the opportunities that come our way. While circumstances may not always be in our control, our attitude towards those circumstances is always within our grasp. In fact, our attitude can often determine how we experience life, whether we face obstacles with optimism or succumb to negativity. Think of attitude as the lens through which we view the world. Just as a pair of glasses can change how clearly we see, our attitude changes how clearly we perceive life. A positive attitude doesn't ignore the difficulties or problems. Instead, it enables us to view them as opportunities for growth. Those who approach life with the right attitude find that challenges are merely stepping stones to something greater, while those with a negative outlook tend to get bogged down by every setback. Our attitude is more powerful than we realize. It affects not only how we see the world, but also how the world sees us. People are drawn to those with a positive, can-do attitude. They become leaders, influencers, and sources of inspiration. When you approach life with a positive attitude, you are more likely to attract opportunities, build relationships, and earn the trust of others. It's no secret that attitude has the power to make or break our success, both personally and professionally. Attitude isn't something that's simply luck or a matter of innate personality, it's a choice. Every day we have the power to decide what kind of attitude we want to have. Do we choose to see the glass as half empty, or do we see it as half full? Life will always present us with challenges, but it's how we respond to those challenges that makes all the difference. A positive attitude helps us push forward even when things aren't easy, while a negative attitude often leads to stagnation and defeat. The best part about attitude is that it is under our control. While we can't control the events that happen in our lives, we can control how we react to them. If we face adversity with a mindset that is focused on solutions rather than problems, we are far more likely to find success. In fact, the greatest achievers in history didn't achieve greatness by avoiding obstacles. They achieved it by maintaining the right attitude in the face of those obstacles. There's a profound connection between attitude and self-esteem. When you hold a positive attitude, you elevate your sense of self-worth and confidence. You begin to believe in your own abilities and take on challenges with an unshakable resolve. On the other hand, a negative attitude erodes self-esteem. It causes self-doubt and can paralyze us from taking the necessary steps to move forward in life. Your attitude shapes how you view your potential. And when you believe in yourself, you're more likely to take bold actions toward achieving your goals. It's also important to understand that attitude is contagious. If you're a leader, a parent, or someone who influences others, your attitude sets the tone for those around you. A positive attitude can inspire and motivate others to adopt the same outlook on life. On the flip side, a negative attitude can drag everyone down. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of how our attitude impacts not only our own life, but also the lives of those we interact with. A key aspect of maintaining a positive attitude is practicing gratitude. Gratitude helps shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have. When we adopt an attitude of gratitude, we train our minds to recognize the good in every situation. This doesn't mean ignoring life's hardships, but it means finding value in even the most difficult experiences. By focusing on what we can be thankful for, we naturally attract more positive experiences into our lives. To cultivate a powerful attitude, it's important to keep feeding our minds with positive influences. This could mean reading motivational books, listening to inspiring podcasts, or surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and encourage us. Just as our physical health depends on what we put into our bodies, our mental and emotional health depends on what we put into our minds. By consistently filling our minds with positive thoughts, we reinforce the right attitude and ensure that it stays strong even in difficult times. The power of attitude is a game changer. It can transform your life, shape your success, and determine the quality of your relationships. Whether you're facing challenges, pursuing goals, or building a career, your attitude is the foundation upon which everything else is built. The question is, will you choose to harness the power of attitude and make it work for you? Or will you let it work against you? The choice is yours, and with the right attitude, there is nothing you can't achieve. Personal responsibility is the foundation upon which success is built. It is the recognition that we are the architects of our own lives, and that our actions, decisions, and mindset directly shape the outcomes we experience. Too often, people look for external reasons, circumstances, other people, or fate for their failures or struggles. But the truth is, we are always in control of how we respond to life's challenges. Personal responsibility is about owning your life, your choices, and your future without placing blame on others. When we take personal responsibility, we stop being victims of our circumstances. It means accepting that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we always have the power to choose how we react. Life will throw curveballs, people will disappoint us, and setbacks will come our way. However, it is how we respond to these events that determines the quality of our lives. By embracing personal responsibility, we give ourselves the power to overcome any obstacle and move forward. One of the core aspects of personal responsibility is accountability. This means acknowledging our role in both our successes and our failures. It's easy to point fingers when things go wrong, blaming others, the economy, or bad luck. But true personal growth happens when we stop blaming and start taking ownership. When we take responsibility for our actions, we gain the power to change. It's a humbling process, but it's the key to unlocking our potential. When we accept personal responsibility, we stop waiting for someone else to fix our problems. We understand that change begins with us. This mindset shift empowers us to take action, make improvements, and create a life that reflects our true desires. People who refuse to take responsibility often remain stuck in a cycle of inaction, perpetually waiting for the right conditions to change. In contrast, those who embrace responsibility actively create opportunities, solve problems, and move closer to their goals every day. Personal responsibility is not just about how we react to external events, but also about how we manage ourselves. It's about taking control of our habits, our time, and our decisions. Every day we are faced with choices, some small, some large, that will impact our lives. When we take personal responsibility, we become aware of these choices and make them intentionally, rather than letting life pass us by. The simple act of being mindful about how we spend our time and energy can radically shift the trajectory of our lives. A big part of personal responsibility is setting and pursuing meaningful goals. It's easy to float through life without clear direction, but those who achieve success do so by taking responsibility for setting their own course. This requires vision, planning, and a commitment to consistent action. By taking responsibility for our goals, we are also taking responsibility for the steps we need to take to achieve them. It is this discipline and focus that separates those who live on autopilot from those who actively design their futures. There's also a deep connection between personal responsibility and self-discipline. To live a life of personal responsibility, we must be disciplined in our actions, whether it's in our careers, relationships, or personal growth. Self-discipline is the ability to control our impulses, emotions, and behaviors to achieve long-term goals. It requires making the right choices even when it's hard, staying focused when distractions arise, and persevering when obstacles appear. Without personal responsibility, self-discipline becomes nearly impossible. Taking responsibility is a powerful tool for building self-esteem and confidence. When we take control of our lives, we begin to believe in ourselves. We understand that we are capable of making choices that lead to positive outcomes. The more we take responsibility for our decisions, the more we trust ourselves to make good choices in the future. This creates a positive feedback loop, where taking responsibility reinforces our sense of self-worth and fuels our motivation. Another benefit of personal responsibility is the sense of empowerment it brings. When we take ownership of our lives, we recognize that we are not at the mercy of outside forces. We have the power to change, to adapt, and to grow. This mindset allows us to navigate challenges with confidence, knowing that we have the strength to overcome whatever comes our way. Personal responsibility leads to a life of empowerment where we no longer feel helpless or at the mercy of others. Personal responsibility is key to building strong, authentic relationships. When we take responsibility for our actions and words, we foster trust and respect. In any relationship, whether personal or professional, it's important to acknowledge when we make mistakes and take ownership of our role in conflicts. This level of accountability builds credibility and fosters deep, meaningful connections with others. When we take responsibility, we not only improve our own lives, but also positively impact those around us. Personal responsibility is about recognizing that we are in control of our own destiny. We are not defined by our circumstances, but by the choices we make and the actions we take. When we embrace personal responsibility, we take full ownership of our lives and our future. This doesn't mean everything will be easy, but it does mean that we have the power to create the life we want. By accepting responsibility, we step into our true potential and begin to live the life we were always meant to live. The importance of goals cannot be overstated. Goals give us direction, purpose, and motivation. Without them, life can feel aimless, and we may find ourselves drifting from one day to the next without a clear sense of where we are headed. Goals act as the roadmap to our success. They provide us with a target to focus on, a place to direct our energy, and a reason to push through challenges. When we set goals, we are defining what we want in life and taking the first step toward making those desires a reality. Goals are not only about achieving something, they are also about growth. The process of working toward a goal is often as important as the goal itself. It teaches us discipline, resilience, and perseverance. It pushes us to develop new skills, expand our knowledge, and step outside of our comfort zones. By setting challenging goals, we force ourselves to reach higher and become better versions of ourselves. Through this journey, we build character, increase our capabilities, and gain confidence in our ability to overcome obstacles. One of the key reasons goals are so important is that they help us stay focused. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. It's easy to lose sight of what matters when we are pulled in different directions. Goals provide us with a clear, measurable target. They serve as a constant reminder of what we are striving for and keep us on track. When we are clear about what we want to achieve, it becomes easier to make decisions and prioritize our time and energy. Setting specific, measurable goals gives us something concrete to work toward. Vague aspirations like I want to be successful or I want to be healthy are difficult to measure and track. However, when we turn those vague desires into specific goals, such as I will complete a marathon within the next 6 months, or I will read one book per month. This year we create a clear path to follow. These specific goals allow us to measure our progress and adjust our efforts along the way, ensuring that we are always moving closer to our desired outcome. Furthermore, goals provide us with a sense of purpose. When we have a goal, we have a reason to wake up every morning and get to work. Goals give our daily actions meaning and significance. Without goals, it's easy to fall into the trap of going through the motions without a clear sense of why we are doing what we're doing. When we are working towards something meaningful, every action feels purposeful, and we are more motivated to give our best effort. The importance of goals also lies in their ability to boost our self-esteem. Achieving a goal, no matter how big or small, provides a sense of accomplishment. Each success reinforces the belief that we are capable of achieving great things. This confidence carries over into other areas of our lives, making us more likely to take on new challenges and set even bigger goals. The more we achieve, the more we believe in our ability to continue achieving, which creates a positive cycle of growth and success. Another reason goals are vital is that they help us stay accountable. When we set a goal, we are making a commitment to ourselves. This commitment holds us accountable to our own values and desires. Having goals allows us to evaluate whether our actions are aligned with our priorities. If we aren't making progress toward our goals, it forces us to reassess our strategies, identify obstacles, and make the necessary adjustments. This accountability keeps us on track and ensures that we remain focused on what matters most. Goals also enable us to maintain momentum even when challenges arise. It's easy to get discouraged when setbacks occur, but having clear goals reminds us why we started in the first place. When we encounter difficulties, goals provide us with the determination to keep going. They remind us that success doesn't come overnight, and that persistence is key. Each small step forward, even in the face of adversity, is progress toward achieving our ultimate objective. Goals allow us to live intentionally. Without goals, we may end up reacting to circumstances rather than actively creating our lives. Setting goals means we are taking control of our future rather than leaving it to chance. It means that every decision we make is guided by the desire to move towards something meaningful. Whether it's in our careers, relationships, health, or personal development, goals give us a clear direction and empower us to live with a purpose. The significance of goals is found in their ability to help us measure success. Success is subjective and means different things to different people. Without goals, we may never truly know if we are on the path to success. By setting specific, measurable goals, we create a clear standard for what success looks like. We can track our progress and celebrate our achievements along the way, knowing that we are moving closer to the life we envision. In the absence of goals, success remains an abstract concept. With goals, it becomes a tangible, achievable reality. The importance of goals lies in their ability to give us direction, purpose, and focus. They help us grow, stay motivated, and take responsibility for our own success. Goals provide us with the clarity to make decisions, the accountability to follow through, and the momentum to keep going when things get tough. By setting goals, we are actively shaping our future and building the life we desire. Without them, we risk living passively without a clear sense of where we are headed or what we are striving for. When we set and pursue meaningful goals, we create the opportunity to live with intention, fulfillment, and success. The importance of action is often underestimated, yet it is one of the most crucial factors in achieving success. Many people have great ideas, dreams, and aspirations, but without taking the necessary steps to bring them to life, those ideas remain nothing more than fantasies. action is what turns dreams into reality. It is the bridge between intentions and results. Without action, all the planning and vision in the world mean little. Action is what drives progress and creates momentum. The truth is, nothing will change in your life until you take action. No matter how much knowledge you gain, how many books you read, or how many seminars you attend, if you don't take the first step, nothing will happen. Action is the catalyst that transforms learning into tangible results. You can gather all the information you want, but until you act on that knowledge, it remains theoretical. Action is the key to making your plans come alive and moving closer to your goals. One of the biggest barriers to action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of making mistakes can paralyze us and keep us from taking the first step. However, the truth is that action is the antidote to fear. When we take action, we reduce the power of fear. The more we act, the more confident we become. Fear often stems from uncertainty, but once we start moving forward, we begin to see the way more clearly. Each small step we take makes the next step easier, and the fear that once seemed overwhelming becomes manageable. Action also breeds clarity. Many people hesitate to take action because they feel they need to have everything figured out first. But in reality, clarity comes through action, not inaction. So, when we start taking steps toward our goals, we begin to gain a better understanding of what works and what doesn't. Action reveals obstacles we might not have anticipated and uncovers opportunities we might have missed while planning. It is through doing that we refine our strategies and adjust our course toward success. Another reason action is so important is that it creates momentum. Momentum is a powerful force. Once you start moving in the right direction, it becomes easier to keep going. It's much harder to make progress when you're stuck in a state of indecision. But taking action creates a positive cycle. As you see small successes from your efforts, you are motivated to continue. Action fuels progress. And the more you act, the more progress you make. This momentum pushes you forward and carries you closer to your goals. In addition to creating momentum, action helps you build resilience. Life is full of challenges, and setbacks are inevitable. However, the more we act, the more we learn to navigate obstacles. Every time we take action, we build the resilience to keep going, even when things don't go as planned. It's easy to stay stuck in the planning phase, but once you take action, you develop the skills to handle adversity. This resilience allows you to persevere through difficult times and remain focused on your ultimate goal. Action also strengthens your belief in yourself. When you take action, you prove to yourself that you are capable of making things happen. Each small step forward reinforces the idea that you have control over your destiny. The more you act, the more you begin to trust your own abilities. This self-belief becomes a powerful motivator to continue pursuing your goals. The more you act, the more evidence you have that you are capable of achieving great things. Another benefit of action is that it keeps you accountable. When you commit to taking action, you hold yourself accountable for your own success. It's easy to make excuses and put things off when you're not actively working toward your goals, but once you start taking action, there is no turning back. Every action you take brings you closer to your goal and makes it harder to quit. Action forces you to face the reality of your progress and keep moving forward, even when things get tough. Inaction, on the other hand, breeds regret. Many people look back on their lives and regret the things they didn't do. It's not the failures that cause the most pain, but the opportunities missed due to hesitation or fear. When we fail to take action, we are left wondering what might have been. The fear of making a mistake is often much less painful than the regret of never trying. The only way to avoid regret is to take action, even if it's imperfect. Inaction guarantees nothing, while action offers the possibility of growth and success. Action is what ultimately separates those who succeed from those who don't. The world is filled with dreamers, but only those who take consistent, determined action can turn their dreams into reality. Success is not about having the perfect plan, the right timing, or the best resources. It's about showing up, taking action, and making progress, no matter how small the steps may seem. The road to success is paved with action, and the more action you take, the closer you come to achieving your dreams. Action is the essential ingredient for success. It transforms ideas into results, creates momentum, breeds clarity, and builds resilience. Without action, no progress is made. Fear, doubt, and uncertainty can all be overcome by taking the first step. Every time you act, you build confidence, strength, and accountability. Action is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who simply dream about them. If you want to create the life you desire, it's time to stop planning and start doing. Take action today and watch how it propels you toward your future. The law of association is a powerful principle that suggests we become the sum of the people we surround ourselves with. It states that the attitudes, behaviors, and habits of the individuals we associate with influence our own thoughts, actions, and outcomes. Whether we realize it or not, the people in our lives play a significant role in shaping our character, goals, and even our level of success. This law emphasizes the importance of being intentional about who we choose to spend time with, as their energy and mindset can have a profound effect on our own. Human beings are social creatures, and we are naturally influenced by those around us. From childhood through adulthood, we learn from the people we interact with. This learning isn't always conscious. It often happens subtly through habits, words, and even unspoken interactions. If we consistently associate with individuals who have a positive, growth-oriented mindset, we are more likely to adopt similar attitudes and behaviors. On the other hand, associating with negative, limiting individuals can drag us down and hinder our progress. The law of association highlights the impact of peer pressure, not just in childhood, but throughout our lives. As adults, the people we surround ourselves with can either push us to achieve greater things or hold us back. If we spend time with people who are driven, motivated, and focused on personal growth, their energy will inspire us to adopt the same mindset. However, if we are surrounded by those who are complacent, negative, or unwilling to change, we may unconsciously adopt similar attitudes. Our social circles can either elevate or limit our potential. One of the most significant ways the law of association affects us is through the ideas and beliefs we adopt from others. Our friends, family, and colleagues can influence what we believe is possible in life. If we are surrounded by people who believe in abundance, success, and the potential for growth, we are more likely to adopt these same beliefs. Conversely, if we are surrounded by people who are focused on scarcity, limitations, and negativity, these beliefs may rub off on us as well. Our mindset is often shaped by the perspectives and attitudes of those closest to us. In addition to shaping our beliefs, the people we associate with impact our actions and behaviors. If we regularly spend time with individuals who are disciplined, focused, and goal-oriented, we are more likely to adopt these habits ourselves. These habits can include things like time management, productivity, and perseverance. When we see others taking consistent action toward their goals, it motivates us to do the same. Alternatively, if we are surrounded by people who are disengaged, procrastinate, or lack ambition, it can be easy to fall into the same patterns. The law of association also influences our level of accountability. When we associate with individuals who hold themselves accountable, we are more likely to hold ourselves to the same standard. These individuals can inspire us to take responsibility for our actions and follow through on our commitments. Accountability is contagious. If we surround ourselves with people who are committed to personal growth and success, their commitment will encourage us to stay accountable to our own goals and actions. In contrast, if we surround ourselves with individuals who are consistently making excuses, procrastinating, or avoiding responsibility, it becomes harder for us to maintain our own standards. Associating with such individuals can weaken our sense of accountability and diminish our own drive to achieve our goals. It's important to evaluate the influence our social circles have on our own sense of responsibility, and to consciously choose those who hold us to a higher standard. The law of association also plays a key role in our emotional state. Emotions are contagious, and the people we interact with can significantly influence how we feel. If we are surrounded by positive, uplifting people, their optimism can lift our spirits and boost our mood. On the other hand, being around people who are constantly negative or complaining can bring us down and create an atmosphere of pessimism. Our emotional state is often a reflection of the energy of the people we associate with, making it essential to choose our associations wisely. This law is also evident in our aspirations and goals. The people we surround ourselves with can either support our dreams or hinder them. If we are surrounded by individuals who encourage us to dream big and pursue our goals, we are more likely to take bold steps toward realizing our vision. These supportive individuals provide the encouragement and belief we need to continue moving forward, even when faced with challenges. In contrast, if we are surrounded by people who dismiss our dreams or tell us that they are unrealistic, we may begin to doubt our abilities and limit our aspirations. The law of association is particularly important in the context of personal and professional growth. If we want to level up in life, it's essential to seek out mentors, role models, and peers who inspire us to be better. Associating with people who are already where we want to be can provide invaluable insights and guidance. These individuals have likely faced the same challenges we are experiencing, and their experiences can help us navigate the road to success. Their advice, support, and encouragement can be a catalyst for our own growth and development. The law of association is a powerful force that shapes our lives in profound ways. The people we associate with influence our beliefs, actions, emotional state, and overall level of success. To live a fulfilling, successful life, we must be mindful of the energy and mindset of those we surround ourselves with. By consciously choosing associations that elevate us, challenge us, and support our growth, we create an environment that fosters our own personal development. When we surround ourselves with the right people, we unlock the potential to achieve greatness. Persistence is one of the most important traits anyone can develop. It is the ability to keep going in the face of adversity, to remain committed to a goal, even when progress is slow or obstacles seem insurmountable. Success is rarely a straight path, and setbacks, failures, and challenges are inevitable. However, it's how we respond to these challenges that ultimately defines our success. Persistence is what allows us to continue moving forward despite the difficulties we face, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. One of the key aspects of persistence is the ability to maintain focus. In a world filled with distractions and competing priorities, it can be easy to lose sight of our goals. However, persistence is about maintaining unwavering focus on the things that truly matter. When we are persistent, we are willing to keep our eyes on the prize, no matter how long it takes to reach it. This single-minded determination enables us to push through challenges and keep working toward our ultimate objectives, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Persistence also requires patience. Achieving anything of value takes time, and the process often involves overcoming setbacks and failures. Many people give up when they encounter their first obstacle, but those who persist understand that challenges are part of the journey. They recognize that the road to success is rarely linear, and that enduring hardship is often necessary to reach the desired destination. Patience allows us to stay the course and continue putting in the effort, even when immediate results are not visible. Another important quality tied to persistence is resilience. The ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward is a hallmark of persistent individuals. Resilience allows us to face failure, disappointment, and rejection without losing motivation. Okay? Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of our abilities, persistent individuals see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Each failure provides valuable lessons that can guide us toward success, and resilient people use these lessons to improve and refine their approach. Persistence also builds character. The process of sticking with a goal, even when things get tough, strengthens our resolve and helps us develop a sense of discipline. By persevering through difficult times, we learn to manage frustration, disappointment, and doubt. We learn to stay committed to our vision, even when it feels easier to give up. This ability to push through challenges not only helps us achieve our goals, but it also shapes us into stronger, more capable individuals. One of the most powerful aspects of persistence is its ability to create momentum. Success is often a result of many small, consistent actions taken over time. When we are persistent, we keep taking these actions, even if they seem insignificant at first. Over time, however, these small actions build upon each other, creating momentum that propels us toward our goal. This momentum can help us maintain motivation, overcome obstacles, and stay focused on our objectives, even when things seem difficult. Persistence also helps us develop problem-solving skills. As we encounter obstacles and setbacks, we are forced to think critically and creatively to find solutions. The ability to persist in the face of challenges requires us to approach problems with a solution-oriented mindset. When we refuse to quit, we are compelled to find new ways to overcome difficulties, pushing us to think outside the box and develop strategies that will ultimately lead to success. Persistence is contagious. When we persist in our efforts, we not only inspire ourselves, but also motivate those around us. People are drawn to determination and perseverance, and our commitment can encourage others to adopt the same mindset. Whether it's in our personal relationships or our professional lives, persistence can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to continue working toward their own goals, no matter how difficult the path may be. Another important factor in persistence is its connection to long-term success. Success is rarely immediate, and most people who achieve greatness do so after years of hard work, dedication, and persistence. The ability to persist through adversity is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up too soon. Persistence is a trait that pays off in the long run. While others may lose hope or quit when faced with challenges, those who persist are often the ones who eventually experience success. The value of persistence lies in its ability to turn dreams into reality. It is the force that allows us to keep going when things get tough, to stay focused when the journey feels long, and to continue improving even in the face of failure. Persistence is the key to achieving our goals, no matter how big or small. It is the difference between success and failure, between giving up and pushing through. By embracing persistence, we can overcome any obstacle, achieve our dreams, and become the best versions of ourselves.